beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla. I'm an energy healer, a channel, a medium, and a crone. And today we're going to talk about moon phases, full as well as new moons. But before we do that, we're going to go to Heather and her cards.
Hi, I'm Heather, and I couldn't resist this moon phases. It just was perfect. Anyway, we'll be working on
Anybody want an Oreo?
Anybody craving now?
I've been craving Oreos ever since I saw that. Oh, leave it on for a minute while we get people in. Why not? You can.
Okay. Sorry,
You can shuffle.
Yeah, I'll shuffle.
Hi, Gypsy T, Janine Easter, Livy Ann, Ruth. Oh, hey, Warrior Girl. Nice to see you here. Janet P. We've got a room full already. Viviane, thank you for being here. Our wonderful moderators, thank you for being here. Hi, Janet P. Dream Journey 1. Nice to see everybody.
Right.
Did I see Dr. Gail was here? I didn't see that.
Wow.
But great.
Fantastic.
So we're going to talk about new moons and full moons, but first you get to visualize it with an Oreo. Heather found this picture and it cracked us up. Hi, Gina M. Welcome.
Anyway, I'm going to move it over and put out cards.
Good afternoon, Captain Morgan. I know, right, Ruth? I wish I'd been there too, but I have definitely been craving Oreos, which I really don't even care for since I saw that silly picture. We think it's great. Yes, please thumbs up, everybody. Help us grow our channel.
Well, let's see what they're telling us today. Remember, this is us. We're doing things in the right order. And knowledge gets in the way. Meanwhile, our spirits say we're worthy. We're having fairy tale magic happening with us in our human bodies.
I love that.
Our commitment is what over.
Okay, Dream Journey. I thought you were a little early. That is tomorrow. That's okay.
And okay. So basically what they're saying is we are trying to do things in the right order. But sometimes when we do some reading or we hear some other things, our knowledge gets in the way of doing it the right way.
Maybe it's our old knowledge that gets in the way.
Could be that. Yes, it could be.
Since we have so much new knowledge, maybe
Coming
it's the
in,
old
right.
way of doing
But
things.
what we know
Mm-hmm.
may not be fitting in with the right order of doing things.
Right.
So our soul knows that we're worthy of everything that we're doing. And at the same time, we are experiencing the fairy magic in our bodies.
I love that.
Things like, what's that word I can't say? With things that happen at the same time.
Synchronicities?
Yeah, that's that word I can't say. Synchronicities. I like to say synchronicities, and that's not right. Anyway, with all those things happening, we're still seeing the fairy magic. You're seeing butterflies. You're finding feathers you're looking for signs and finding them. So the fairy magic is still happening for us. But it's our commitment to doing things the right way that kicks that former knowledge or incorrect knowledge out. You can beat it and manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest.
Because we all have fairy magic.
Because we have fairy magic, and we are worthy.
We are indeed. We're all worthy.
And we're committed to our causes. So
we are indeed.
It's all good.
It's all good. Sounds like great cards for all of us. So today is all about new moons and full moons, and we even have some rituals for you guys to try out. And we got all of our, I don't know if you saw my picture on Facebook, but we put our crystals in the toaster oven. I used an ashtray with sweetgrass and sage and I can't remember some other herbs, and I put that on an ashtray and lit that, got it good and smoking, and stuck it In my brand new
We
toaster oven.
We have one of these trays that you could do like the dry frying on. It's just kind of a mesh.
Yeah, it's
So
a metal
that
mesh.
so all the smoke could get all around all the crystals and do a really fantastic job, which it did. Even though it took time for the rest of the toaster oven to get filled with the smoke, you could see filling up the top half, which is where all the rocks were to
No,
start with.
the oven was not on. It was literally just the ashtray with sage and sweetgrass that we smudged all of them. We did not air fry them, I
No,
promise you.
we did not. We did not.
But you know what? You can smudge a lot of crystals at the same time when you do it that way.
Didn't take very long.
Yeah. The truth was, I have some. I want to do a crystal grid for the full moon, and I really needed to clean my crystals before.
We put them in emergency
So-
use.
So we're going to do a story on crystal grids eventually, but right now Heather and I are learning about crystal grids and putting together our first one. So we'll keep you informed on how they work for us or don't,
Right.
whatever the case may be.
Right.
Anyway, back to our show today. It is on full moons and new moons
Because we have a full moon coming up.
because tomorrow is a full moon. Hello. Yay. The moon signifies wisdom, intuition, birth, death, reincarnation, and spiritual connection. She's important, isn't she? She's the representative of the divine feminine and the healer of our star system. Everything that moves on planet Earth is moved to some degree by the moon. The symbol of the sacral chakra is a moon crescent, which represents the relationship between the tides of water and the phases of the moon. The moon also has an influence on the cycles and natural rhythms of life, the movement of the oceans, our bodily fluids, and our emotions. Don't we know about full moon and emotions? Moon cycles are similar to the cycle of a seed. The seed grows into a flower, then blooms, and then dies. The moon phases refer to the amount of sunlight that the surface of the moon reflects and that we can see with our naked eye. It depends on the angle formed between the moon, the earth, and the sun while they are on the move. The moon has no light of its own. It just reflects the sun's light, as you can see. The sun's hitting the new moon from the back and the full moon from the front.
Which is what we can see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So with the full moon, that's when the moon appears as a full disk with the entire side facing us, and it's all lit up. The new moon is when the moon is directly between us and the sun, and the part facing us does not receive the sunlight, so it's not visible. New moons mark beginnings and are the perfect time to kick off any new project or idea and set intentions, initiate change, lay the groundwork for what you want to manifest in the next 6 months. Now, full moons are times for completions and creating creative outpourings and harvesting. Everything comes out into the open in the light of the full moon, including the parts of the human nature known as the shadow. Like tides, during the new moon and full moon, our emotions are pulled to the surface and feelings are heightened. Anything you might not want to show up is going to show up. So that's during the full moon. So
Yeah. New and full moons in astrology are the most common types of moon phases tracked by astrologers. Each month has a new moon and a full moon. New and full moons in astrology can be great ways to set goals and reap their benefits. Astrologers believe that our energy begins to build at the full moon and peaks 2 weeks later at the full moon. In many cultures, farmers plant by the new moon and harvest by the full moon. There is also a 6-month link between new and full moons. Each new moon falls in a specific zodiac sign. Then 6 months later, a full moon falls in that sign. Since every moon cycle is a different sign of the zodiac, each will have its own particular bent on our psyche. Like tomorrow's is a full moon in Aries. And in my natal chart, that is in my 12th house, which is all about the unconscious and completion. So, I don't know.
So you're reviewing that stuff.
So that's the kind of things that
Yeah.
I would review before.
Whereas for me, Aries is looking at possessions, because it's in the second house, what you have. What you're doing to help support the way you like to do things, you know? So, and it's your self-worth. And I have been working on my self-worth. So that's reviewing it and stuff like that. So that one's a hard one for me to do. I find I'm doing what it says I'm supposed to be doing. So.
Good.
And I was wondering, isn't the Farmer's Almanac set by the moons too?
Well, yeah. They have that in there.
So they've been doing it. So farmers, they've been doing it for a long time.
Oh, yeah. The Farmer's Almanac is all about the moon. And there's a huge section in there about the moon and the phases and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Also in astrology, the moon represents our spiritual nature and our subconscious mind. The unseen things within that dictate our actions.
Yeah. Now, the moon's energy is potent and powerful, and it can be used as a way to connect more deeply with ourselves and our feelings. Mine being in the second house, it does that. Completion of your things, it does that.
Mm-hmm.
So full moons are a time of culmination and fruition. The energy of a full moon lasts for about 3 days before and 3 days after. And during a full moon, particularly, you can try to harness that spiritual energy through journaling, meditating, or charging your crystals like we did. And since full moons are about endings, your full moon ritual should feel a little bit like a conclusion or a little reflective. Rather than starting out new things, focus on what you've done, where you've been, how you've spent the most recent lunar cycle. And full moons ritually typically involve evaluation, assessment, cleansing, recharging, making little adjustments here and there because you're really looking at things. So during a full moon, you don't want to start something new. You just want to reflect on what you're doing. You don't overreact. Just kind of chill out. And don't make rash decisions. Be patient.
Janita said that there is where is that Leonid meteor shower? It's ending. Oh, tomorrow night is also the peak of the Draconid meteor shower. So be sure to put your dragon fetishes out too. Ooh, I do have a crystal dragon I can put out there. Hi, G. Covington and Cherie. Welcome. Nice to see you all today. Go ahead.
Isaac was asking how often we get full moons.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month.
We'll go into that.
We'll go into that. Okay, new moons are ideal for setting goals and beginning new projects. Anything new. They're also a great time for inner reflection, allowing you time to go inward. To be more introspective and get in touch with your goals and aspirations. Every moon cycle is in a different sign of the zodiac, as we said, which means not only will it have its own particular flavor, but it will exist somewhere different within your personal birth chart. Like we said, mine was in the 12th house, I believe, and hers was in the second house.
Second, right.
Right.
And you just look at your own chart to see that.
Yeah, if you have your own chart, it's really easy to look it up. Getting familiar with your personal chart can bring much more clarity to each new moon. Since the new moon is a time to set intentions and launch new projects, think of a new moon as a reset point. I think that's a cosmic reset. I love that. During the new moon, our creativity, intention-setting ability, and positive energy are at their highest. So it's the best time to clarify your goals, plant seeds for the future, and acknowledge our growth since the previous new moon.
Yep. So when the moon is completely full, it's a spiritual and energetic pinnacle of whatever you started at the new moon. By doing rituals on or around the full moon, you're both amplifying the effects of your rituals through the moon's energy, as well as working with the natural rhythm of the lunar cycle. Every 28 to 30 days, the universe invites us to pause and ask ourselves what we're manifesting in our lives. The end of the lunar cycle is a time when the seeds of the intention you planted during the new moon, whether they were on purpose or not, are starting to bloom. The universe asks us to stop, slow down, pause to reflect about the path we're on, and correct the course if we need to. It's a time of reflection and of letting go of that which no longer serves us. The full moon is all about bringing our intentions and emotions to the forefront, to the front here, so we can process them, heal what we need to, and ultimately let it go. So there are some rules for the full moon. 1, cleanse your mental and...
I think that says rituals, not rules.
Rituals, yep. I like rules better because I feel like a ritual that I should do. Yes, okay. Cleanse your mental and physical space. Release any old energies. Smudge your home and relax to unwind.
Then you should clear and charge your crystals in the light of the full moon. Leave them outside overnight and bring them in before like 10 o'clock in the morning, because some crystals don't like sun, but a little bit's not going to hurt first thing in the morning. Make some moon water, and there's a jar of moon water right there. Fill a container with water, place your container in direct moonlight, set your intention, and leave overnight. You can leave it outside or you can leave it inside on a windowsill. Either way works.
And I had to look up to find out, what do you do with moon water? Oh, you can drink it. You can give it to your plants. You can do anything that you would do with regular water with it.
Yeah.
It's just going to have the moon's energy in it.
So, intention is to fill it with love and healing energy. And then you've got the moon powering that.
Mm-hmm.
Drink it all up. That's what I say.
The plants
Drink
can
it up.
be great looking plants.
Next is meditate. Another ritual is meditation. Focusing on your breathing and your intention while imagining the moonlight, purifying your body, mind, and spirit. And I decided I'm actually going to do this tomorrow night. Maybe tonight too. 3 nights in a row might work for me. Where I just go out on the lanai and meditate on the full moon. I don't really think I've ever done that on a full moon before, so that'll be new. Dance. Dance to release excess energy. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
A full moon circle in your PJs or date night, shake it up, dance, and let some of that pent-up energy go. That's a good one. Hold a full moon circle with like-minded friends. You can set intentions, clear energy, and share your experiences with one another. I used to do that with my sister on occasion. Out on her farm, we would have fires and do things like that. Create a full moon manifestation ritual. Solidify your full moon intention and help bring things to fruition. Place some items relevant to what you want to manifest in your sacred space. Light a candle, relax, and meditate on it. Let go of any judgment as you visualize your intention. That's a good one.
And also let go of emotional baggage. Any patterns or behaviors or relationships that no longer are working. Get clear on what you want to release and write it down on a piece of paper. Types of things to release could be like limiting beliefs around money or success or self-worth, or some fears, self-sabotaging habits you might have, other people's opinions, your opinions of yourself, obligations, unworthy commitments. Focus on life without those issues and burn that puppy under the light of the full moon. Be sure to thank the moon for her assistance. You can also just chill out. Remember, emotions are at their most intense during a full moon for you and for everybody else. So it's easier to snap. So be kind and compassionate to yourself and to others when things go a little bit weird. While full moons can be intense and emotional at times, if we can learn how to work with them, we can live in tune with their rhythm. And then, of course, some of the crystals for the full moon are selenite, moonstone, amethyst, labradorite, clear quartz, white opal, larimer, and black tourmaline. They all like it.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I love Gypsy T's message. So is your pool soaking up the moon energy every month? Set some great intentions for it, please. I think that's
a great idea. We hadn't thought about that. But that's
Why
cool.
not?
Why
and
not?
It's salt water, so that's even better.
Right.
I love that. So another ritual is choose an affirmation. Affirmations are a great way to get clear and focus on what you want. What kind of energy do you want to bring in? Oh, sorry. Is this new moon? Did we go to new moon?
Mm-hmm. You should be at page 10.
Okay, that was. I'm sorry, you guys. I should be on page 10.
Mm-hmm.
How come I'm on page 12?
I don't know.
There's 10. Sorry, guys. What can you do with obsidian? That's a protective stone. That's always good for protection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go back to new moons. Because new moons take place at the very start of the moon cycle, they bring the energy of new beginnings and fresh starts. Astrologically, this is a good time, let me see if I can poke that, to start a new endeavor, create new goals, or initiate manifestation of something you want. New moons obviously bring darker nights, which allow for more time for introspection. Take advantage of the new moon vibes. Lunar energy at this time of the month is all about building and growing. New moons are supercharged with hope, possibility, and momentum. So set your intention and focus on starting something new. Remember, every new moon cycle is in a different sign of the zodiac, and each will have its own particular impact on our psyche. Like the next new moon is in Scorpio on the 25th of October.
Right.
And it's in my 7th house, because I was born on the 24th of October. And it's all about partnerships and relationships and purpose in life because of the house that it's in.
Yeah, and for me, it's in the 9th house, which is philosophy, long journeys, wisdom. Good for working on self-mastery skills.
Yeah.
So.
Being familiar with your personal natal chart can bring much more clarity to each new moon and your intentions. As you can see, ours are different houses, and it's totally different.
And it only took 5 minutes to look up.
If that.
Most of you already have your own charts. So
Yeah,
it's
I would
easy.
imagine. So, connecting to the lunar energies can ground us and provide a sense of direction. And we can all use being grounded.
New moons are all about reflection, creation, and new beginnings. Flow with the feminine energy of the moon by a ritual, like prepare a sacred space. One way to make way for the new moon energy is by cleaning your space, then clean it energetically, and by smudging with herbs and incense. Or you can take a ritual bath. Calgon, take me away. Anyway, infuse your bath with essential oils, herbs, flower petals, and Epsom salts. And light candles and turn on the radio or a little CD or something with nice soft music and just relax. It's a way to take care of yourself and also reflect on what you want to release and bring into this new moon cycle. Immerse yourself in the warm, sacred bath and grab your journal. Because journaling is a great way to reflect and create without judgment from anybody else.
So true. Nobody gets to read my journal.
Exactly. Me neither. Write down your intentions, then envision them. Feel exactly what you want to feel if you were manifesting that already. And journaling is a great way to reconnect with your heart and make sense of chaotic thoughts of your monkey mind.
True story. Choose an affirmation. Affirmations are a great way to get clear on what you want. What kind of energy do you want to bring with you into the new lunar cycle? Intentions set the tone for what you want to do, while affirmations are all about what you want to be and embody. Another one is meditate. Meditation's a great way to sit in stillness and reflection. You know we're big proponents of meditation. Allow yourself to rest and listen to the inner callings of your heart and soul. Take note of your thoughts and ideas that come up. They may be things to release with the new moon, or they may be ideas you want to bring in to manifest. Be sure and ask during meditation to be shown what is coming next, what you need to know next. Come from your heart with childlike curiosity for the most insight.
Right. Now, the moon is a natural satellite of the earth and a celestial star of the night. The moon signifies wisdom, intuition, birth, death, reincarnation, and spiritual connection. This is kind of like a recap of everything we've been talking about. There are man-made lunar calendars that some scientists place as old as 32,000 years.
The reason I put that in there is because, you keep hearing that there was a time and place when the moon wasn't here. But I couldn't find any reference to that, and I could find that it had been here for at least 32,000 years. Well, that's
Right.
not forever, since the Earth is billions of years old, but at least we know it's been around for a while.
And think about it, between new moons and full moons, every 2 weeks there's something going on. So if you miss one, well, work it out to work on the next one.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, she's been around for a while, if not always, for man. Anyway, new moons mark beginnings and are the perfect time to kick off any new project or idea and set intentions and lay the groundwork for what you want to manifest in the coming 6 months. Full moons are times for completions, creative outpourings, and harvesting. They're also your cue to cash in on anything that you started. The moon's energy is the most potent and powerful, and we can harness that spiritual energy through journaling, meditating, and charging our crystals.
So what are your all's new moon and full moon? I guess full moon's the most important since that's tomorrow, but what are your rituals? What do you do around a full moon, if anything at all? Some people don't do anything. Me, for the most part.
Haven't really, no.
But I'm
not
going to
much.
start with this one.
But I do have a question for y'all. How many got up and got Oreos?
Are you guys munching on the Oreos yet? Oh, goodness. So, it's time
That's
for
cool.
cards, you guys.
Ethiopians' calendar is lunar and they have 13 months.
I love little known facts, too.
Yeah, that's good.
And don't we have actually 13 full moons? Don't we have one every once in a while? We have 2 in a month?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
that crazy?
I like pancakes instead of Oreos. Oh, well.
Oh, let's put the Oreos back up.
Yeah. This is why I had to ask.
You guys, I didn't even realize when I first looked at it. I just thought it was weird, and then I realized, oh my God, those are Oreos.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Warrior Girl. I appreciate that. Who wants cards read? I'm sure we can find a person or two that would like their cards read.
Warrior girl. A card for the rest of the year? Well, we can do that.
You're optimistic. Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, everybody.
But remember that if I'm reading for the year, that's what it says right now. But there are so many people making decisions and choices because of free will that may not stay the same.
True.
Okay?
True. Okay, we've got Janita. She gets the first card.
And Warrior Girl.
Got her.
Oh, you got her. Okay. So we're doing Janita first?
Hi, Ivana. Welcome. Yeah, I wrote Janita down first. Sorry.
Okay.
Gypsy T. Ivana.
And was I right in thinking Warrior Girl 13 wanted one too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's second. And Gertrude.
And I'm falling all over the place.
And Isaac.
These cards are big. You're first. Cool.
And Lisa.
And Livianne. Okay, the first one is Janita. Let's see what she has.
We don't have any Oreos either, but
If we did, they'd be eaten.
if we did, they would be gone.
I think you may be worried about something, Janita, but you don't need to. Everything's going to be fine. Quit worrying about it. It's just pulling you down. I don't know. The word dogs came in my head, so you may be worried about one of your dogs. So, and I don't know why that word came in. But anyway, don't worry. I'll be fine.
I hope your pups are okay.
Yeah.
What was her card?
It was anxiety.
Oh. Story of her life.
Yeah. Our kids.
Yeah.
Be them animal, or
Fur babies, or
four-legged or two-legged.
That's true. It's always about the kids. This is for Warrior Girl. Thank you, Ruth. Please post everybody's channel, Juno's channel, too. That's all right. Who else has got a channel on here?
I think in another show you said there was some, because the card is hostilities, there was some energy around you that you were not really enamored of. Anyway, just watch your back. But they're getting weaker. The one where it's coming from is losing the strength of it. Okay.
Does that make any sense, Warrior Girl? No, G. Covington, that wasn't for you, sweetie. That was for Janita.
Mm-hmm. She has dogs.
You're on the list, but that wasn't your
And
reading.
this was for Warrior Girl. And I think it's lessening. They're not as strong as they were.
Okay. She says
Good.
yes, it does. Good. Okay, Gypsy T is next.
Gypsy T.
Gertrude, we want to post your channel. We want to post anybody's channel that's here. If you
If
have
they
a
want
channel, please let Ruth know, or Warrior Girl, so they can put it in the
So that
chat
everybody
room.
can see it. So we can go watch.
Yes. We love to share people's channels. The more the merrier on YouTube.
And this is Gypsy T.
Gypsy T. No worries, G.
There's something you're attached to that it would be better for you if you let it go. It's time to let those things go. It could be fears. It could
This
be.
is the second time she's gotten that card.
That they're telling you, let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Ivana Intuitive has a channel. Oh, goody. I didn't realize that. I just saw her for the first time on Jean's channel a little while ago with Lady Saul.
They're reinforcing what they've said. There's some things that would be better for you to let go. So let them go. Okay?
Mm.
And they may be, they're very old. And they are inhibiting your work and clouding your vision on something. But they are very old things.
She says it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Perfect. We love that. Thank you for the feedback, you guys. It really helps. G. Covington. Ruth. Okay, the next one is Ivana Intuitive. You're welcome, Gypsy T. How's everybody's Saturday going? We've been busy, but it's good.
Ivana.
Ivana.
A new person.
Mm-hmm.
Unusual for me to get the same card twice. But you also have some attachments that you need to get rid of that will aid in your work. They're clouding your vision a little. Let me see if I can give you more. some of the things that you need to get rid of, one of the things is self-doubt. You are far more capable than when you are willing to admit, and letting go of that will make you that much stronger. Does that make sense to you?
Sweet. Hi, Jan's Free. Hi, Indigo. How are you guys? You're the last two on the list because I'm putting you down anyway. 47 degrees.
Good.
She says she agrees totally. Wonderful.
Good.
Thank you, Ivana.
Freezing cold. Wow.
Yeah, 47 sounds terrible to me.
It sounds awful to me, too.
What are we having for dinner tonight, Heather? Indigo Jaguar. Come lay down, Sassy Sue. It's okay.
Okay, who am I working?
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Feels like 43. Woo! I think
I'll bet.
I think it's probably 83 or 4 here.
Gertrude.
And it's delightful. Come lay down.
You have an angel of balance on your side, and I get the impression that she's working really hard, and you are also working on trying to balance and being more centered about what you're doing. But she's right there behind you helping you.
Lovely.
So don't give up no matter how hard it is. Okay?
Okay, we're all coming to your house for dinner, Heather. Spaghetti with mushrooms and meat sauce with a side of what?
Cheese garlic sticks.
Ooh, yes, indeed.
I saw that.
And Janfree's getting In-N-Out burgers. All right. That card was for Gertrude.
Right.
You have one other in front of you, Isaac. It's Cherie.
I'll mention your name, Isaac, before I say anything, okay?
Cherie.
Sherry. I know, I wanted to say cherry. Or Sherry, but Sherry.
I think she told us it sounded like Cherie Amour. My Cherie Amour.
Oh, that was terrible. Sorry, guys. Not real sorry.
That's okay. You can watch it later on YouTube. You know that.
You also have... I'm doing real good at picking the same card twice, I tell you. Because you also have the Angel of Balance. But in this case, there's a... it's a little bit different.
Cooking and lurking. I was lurking and working yesterday.
Sure, you're more balanced than you think, and you're not giving yourself the credit that you need to. Quit knocking yourself down. You're more balanced, and she's there behind you, just like she was the other one. But for you, you're not recognizing how balanced you already are. So give yourself some credit, okay?
Okay, Jan's Free. We're going to pull a card for you, but you can watch later. That's a nice card, Cherie. And Gertrude says, thanks for the read. I'm seeking balance right now. That's great. Okay, next is Isaac. Isaac, it's your turn.
Thought we were going to do Jan's Free?
No, we'll do it later.
I'll do it later. Okay, so this is Isaac. Let me think on it then. Well, it's called Woman Holding a Coin. There's somebody who has some information or has on health and value, your own value. When she tells you you're doing something well, believe her, because that's what she's there for. She knows what she's talking about. So, and it can be your mom too, you know.
Trust.
You have to believe her. It doesn't matter if it's your mom. Okay? It's not a totally separate person. You already know this person, but when they come up and tell you how great you are,
believe them.
yeah. Okay?
Cherie says, thank you. That was spot on. Good to know. Thank you. Lisa Rhodes is next. We got a whole bunch today. Saturday's a busy day. And Sunday's going to be a busy day too, you guys. We have Dr. Gale tomorrow at 3. And then at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening.
I was looking to see who it was.
It's Lisa Rhodes.
Lisa Rhodes. Well, I was just trying to remember.
Tomorrow night we're going to be at 7 o'clock on Sherry H's channel, which is Voices from the Swamp. That's going to be fun. And we're going to talk about full moon rituals. And tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, is Dr. Gale, Skywalking with Moon. And Cherie would like to know what cards you're using.
These cards are called Energy Oracle cards. They're
Sweet.
by Sandra Ann Taylor. Okay.
Great.
I'll just
And
put that
Isaac
over
said,
here.
wonderful, thank you.
Good. Okay. This was. Where'd you put?
Lisa Rhodes.
Lisa wrote. You're working too hard.
Rest and rejuvenation.
It's time for you to take a break and relax a little bit. Get your energy back up. If you need to meditate to get it up, get it up. If you need to do something that just fills your heart with joy when you're doing it, do that. Do something fun for you. Relax a little bit. It's time, and you're beginning to wear yourself out.
And you're welcome, Cherie. And Liviane is next.
Liviane.
And Isaac said, wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't realize she was doing a new video every day. I've lost track. I got to get over there.
Funny how you got that card that it's time to let some things go now. That you'll be much happier if you will do that. Just do like that one exercise we had. Write down those things that you don't need anymore. Those things that are interfering with you, and burn them under this new moon.
Yeah,
Get
you and your
rid of
mom
them.
can go out on the patio.
Get rid of them. They're attachments that are holding you back. Okay?
Write them down and get out there and burn them.
Yeah, get rid
Under
of
the
them.
light of the full moon.
Let them go.
And let them go.
And you'll be better
Ever
for
think
it.
about them again.
Okay?
Lisa says, oh yes, this past week has got me hurting so bad. Injury on feet, hands, and back. Yikes, thank you.
Yeah.
Need it. Okay, Lisa Rhodes, we're sending out unconditional love and divine healing light. We're wrapping you in a big healing energy burrito.
Right. And since
And so
I'm
it
also
is.
bubbling out things that you don't need in there, like the swelling and stuff like that, it's like on a popsicle stick so that that stuff can get out. Okay?
Get well, Lisa. Hope you feel better soon. You're welcome, Liviane. And thank you, Isaac. The next is Miss Ruth.
Miss Ruth. All righty.
Now, bless you, Lisa. And thank you. Let's everybody send Lisa some healing light.
Your card is the yin and yang. That's, you have passive, you've got a nice balance of what you're doing and how much energy you're using. You're letting yourself recuperate and then spend it, recuperate. You've got a nice balance going, and
This is you, Ruth.
yeah, keep it up.
Nice.
Nice yin and yang for you.
Sweet. And Viviane's next.
Okay.
Yes, we love new people. Thank you, Ruth. I've got Viviane, G. Covington, and Jan's Free. And Indigo. Heather at Indigo. Those 4 left. So if I didn't get you, let me know. This is for Viviane. Moderator extraordinaire like Miss Ruth. And others.
Door to personal healing and happiness.
Woo!
You're standing at the doorway. You just need to go through it. And you will have your personal healing and happiness. New beginnings. So use this moon to get rid of all that old stuff and start up again in the new moon where you start new beginnings. But you want to think about what is it that you want to work with. How are you going to do things in a better way for you? You're in the doorway. You're looking at what you want to get rid of and a new beginning to go. So you've got a little bit of time to work that through, but you can use these moons to your advantage.
Walk through that door.
Mm-hmm.
So you were decorating and hurt yourself.
Wow.
That sounds like our Heather. We have a golf cart named Toodles, and she gets decorated for Halloween, so we can drive all the
Christmas.
streets. Well, she gets
Valentine's.
decorated for all holidays.
We drive around down here and people go, what?
We have lights and all kinds of things.
Eyelashes
Toodles.
on her headlights.
Yep.
And
Diamante eyeliner.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Every once in a while I buy something new to put in her.
Yep. It's time for us to decorate for Halloween for sure, though. We haven't
Yes.
even gotten started. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is G. Covington.
G. Covington.
I wonder if they can hear our wind chimes.
I don't know.
Be
Whoops,
back.
let me turn it back. It's the sun.
Woohoo!
That's a great card. It's great.
Best card
Again,
today.
new beginnings. Be creative. Continue being creative. Keep going with it. Every bit of it. Okay? Just keep going. Love what you're doing. And it's all going to go well. Okay?
Beautiful card. That you all can hear them. Yeah, it's apparently fairly windy out there, and we've got a pretty heavy set. You can tell from the sound it's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm. We have a big set.
Yeah.
Which we love. The little tinkling ones. We've got those in the back, but they're not nearly as effective as the big
No,
ones.
they're not. G. Covington says, yes, goody. I'm glad you can hear him, Isaac. Okay, we've got Heather next. Indigo.
I was going to say that's better than me. Even with my hearing aids, I don't hear them. Unless I'm outside. Right now, I can't hear them. Okay, we have who?
Indigo Jaguar. Heather.
Indigo Jaguar.
Who's cooking spaghetti for dinner?
And garlic bread.
And garlic bread, yum.
Mhm.
Garlic cheese, even better. I think I'm going to have to order in tonight. Some garlic cheese bread.
Strategy. Make a plan. Make sure that it's everything that you want it to be. Now is a good time to look at it very, very closely and make amendments to what you think you might need. Okay? So check your plans and make sure they're exactly what you want them to be. But it's good that you do have a strategy. It took a lot of work and thought to get it where you have it.
Oh, that's great.
Okay? Is it good? Yeah.
And then Jan's free in case she comes back and wants to listen to it later on.
We'll make her listen to everybody else's first.
Yeah. Did we get everybody that wanted a card? Because this is the last card for Jan's free, and then we'll pull a card for the next week.
Do you know what the new Fantasy Fest theme is?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I have no idea, Janet P., which is terrible. Let's see.
And this is Jan.
Jan's free.
Indecision. You're at a crossroads and you're trying to decide which way to go. Now's a good time to look at all the different things that you have with you and decide which is the way you want to go with your things. To do both, you're going to be overworked. Okay, you're gonna have trouble having time for you. So the decision is based on what your plans are and what you've seen so far. And the new moon is, the full moon is a good time to look at those things. They'll help you look at those a lot. Okay? So just need to make a decision, an informed decision. Okay?
Cool.
Okay, and we've got one for you to
And
pick.
Janet P., do you want a card? It is, the Fantasy Fest theme is Cult Classics and Cartoon Chaos. That should be fun. We shall see.
Okay, Janet P.
Okay, Janet P. I noticed I didn't have you on my list. I think it will be fun. My daughter and granddaughter are going to be down here for Fantasy Fest this year, so it should be very interesting.
A man holding the heart. The
Aw.
hunky man holding the heart.
A super hunky dude.
Yes. He's got information. He's got money. He seems to know what you need. I don't think it's somebody you know, somebody new, but there's somebody coming that seems to have everything you want. I don't know if you're looking for anything. It may be a partner in business. It may be a partner in life. I don't know. It's just there is somebody coming into your life that's going to help clear a bunch of things up for you. Okay? Some ideas and
Sweet.
some thoughts. Okay?
I like that.
Well, let me
Okay,
shuffle
one
your
more
turn. For the road.
One more for the road, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. She wanted it for the year. Now, you want to do that still? I can give you a general, but remember that, like I said before,
That was for G. Covington, right?
yeah,
But you gave her the sun card.
good for you. Then it is somebody who's going to clear things up for you. That's an accomplishment.
Yes, it is. Congratulations.
Yes.
I lost mine. Is it 6 years or 7 years?
I've
7 years.
Never made
In a
it
couple of
past
weeks.
10 myself. They either died or I'd had enough.
Cherie would like to see a picture of Toodles all decked out.
I will get her done. We'll get her up.
Janet P.,
Okay.
that is the best. My David made me laugh all the time, too. He was so funny. I do miss that boy. Yeah, if they can make you laugh, that is just the best. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for
What we need to know.
whatever we need to know till the next time. Door to personal healing and happiness. That one comes out again.
That's good.
That's for all of us.
That's for all of us, and just that's rainbows in there. You can't hardly tell, but they're rainbows, and there's a dove, and that's a pond with flowers in it. Things are looking up, guys. Let's face it, it's getting close to, for down here, winter. Yeah. So that's a nice one. But really, things are beginning to work out the way you want them to. We are on our way. And if you think about it, this family that we have in YouTube makes a lot of things worthwhile.
Sure
So
does.
thank you all for being here and being that family.
We very much appreciate it. And congrats to Heather and Sean
Yes.
celebrating their 21st anniversary together. That's lovely. Congratulations. Aw, I love that. I miss my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're all have a door to walk through for health and happiness, and that sounds pretty darn good.
Yes.
So remember, tomorrow we have Dr. Gale at 3, And then we're on Sherry H's Voices of the Swamp at 7 p.m. That's really late for us. It's going to be interesting.
We may have visitors. They like to visit at night.
Yes, they do. And Tuesday is we're going to do a show on happiness versus joy. We've talked about that
A little bit
but
with somebody else, but we're going to go into detail.
We're going to go into a little bit more depth about that.
Yeah.
So we're sending you guys lots of love and light.
Yes.
Please shine your light out there. Believe in yourself.
Take care of yourself. I can do
this. Anybody can do this. Go for it. Yeah. Do whatever brings you joy. I had no idea how much joy having a YouTube channel was going to bring to us. Mm-hmm. But it's everything. And we so appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend. And maybe we'll see some of you tomorrow.
And spread the light.
Spread your light out there. You know how important that is. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.